One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Old Dominion's offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Here's a heat. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Touchdown, Eagles! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Georgia Southern's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And the Eagles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Eagles! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Tyree. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. And they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Monarchs are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Puts him in the spin cycle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Monarchs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. A lot of urgency for this offense. The running back has it. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here we go. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
This one's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Makes guys miss. That's what he does as he's out to the 20. The Monarchs want to move quickly. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pulls and fires complete. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Ocean from the wideout. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Monarchs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. You're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 28. Give to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. With the catch, it's Amatola. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Steps away. The throw. Hauls it in. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to get it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Georgia Southern will have it now 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Monarchs are in the hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Monarchs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Georgia Southern has has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Eagles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the move, he fires. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Monarchs are rolling down the field.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Escapes the sack, throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, ODU! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He sees it.
He wants to go deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover called by this defense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Buying some time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Monarchs will punt this one away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything.
He's looking deep. Got it in stride at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB...
Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Norfolk. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Monarchs will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half. He's
moving out of the pocket. He's got it on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Coastal Carolina. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Monarchs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. and the decision to go for it does not pan out. To the air on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open. Throw me the ball. Throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive going to the air. Forced out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They go to the draw. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Of 11 on the play. Number 14, on to kick it away.
Makes a move. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The RPO, it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Got him downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Ooh, blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And his first pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down.
221 wing, 221
Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Moving out of the pocket. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
How about the defense on this play? The quarterback bootlegs to the right. And look at everybody do a great job. They don't get caught up in the run. They all chase sideline to sideline and really limit the damage on what could have been a really big play.
He's taking the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the right. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.